The Lamp of the Path is a social project established in 2003 by the Foundation for the Preservation of the Mahayana Tradition in Mongolia. The significance of the name represents the light of the Buddhist teachings, guiding people on their way to the highest goal of all Mahayana Buddhists, that is, to the state of enlightenment. As the historical Buddha Shakyamuni attained enlightenment under the Bodhi tree in India, and hence found a medicine to cease all kinds of suffering, thus our organisation is trying as well to assist people to eliminate their sufferings, such as hunger, thirst and illnesses, a common Mongolian reality. We call the project LOPA, which is an abbreviation of the long name, the Lamp of the Path. LOPA is located in Bayanzerk on the east side of the city and is one of the poorest districts in the Mongolian capital, Ulaanbaatar. The neighbouring area is quite similar to the rural parts of Mongolia. Small wooden houses, or more often the traditional tents, which are called yurt, surrounded by endless fields and mountains where you can experience the connection with nature. To heat their houses or gers, people use coal, which is not considered a cheap fuel in Mongolia. Plus, it has a devastating effect on the environment and is clearly seen and smelt during wintertime when the sky is covered by black smog. It is common for people to own a very small yard, which limits their possibility to grow sufficient vegetables and fruits. Furthermore, the weather conditions are very tough. 6 months of the coldest winter produces unfavourable and challenging conditions for the farmers. However, in order to provide fresh vegetables for our soup kitchen beneficiaries, we are growing vegetables during the summertime, and especially those vegetables that keep in cool conditions for many months, thus enabling us to serve a healthy vegetable soup almost all year long. There are many reported stories about the difficult lifestyle endured in Mongolia, and we could tell you the truth, they are real. Winter temperatures can be as low as -40 to -45 degrees Celsius, 104 to 13 Fahrenheit. 1/3 of the population is living in the countryside experiencing the same traditional nomadic culture as their ancestors from hundreds of years ago. The number of horses, sheep and goats is 20 times greater than the number of people. And yes, they ride horses. To add to the difficulties, as a new democratic country, Mongolia doesn't yet have a stable government nor prosperous economy. The main project of LOP is the soup kitchen, where we serve up to 80 people every day, except on the weekends. Most of the beneficiaries are homeless. Listening to their life stories touches the heart deeply, giving rise to feelings of deep loving kindness and true compassion. Frankly speaking, many of the people are alcoholics, and this is a huge social problem in this country. They lose their health, their jobs, and finally, they are neglected by their families. However, we are moved and want to help them as much as we're able to. We not only feed them, but also provide free medical support. Currently, this health support is only offered once a week because it's quite financially taxing to run a proper medical clinic 5 days per week. Another service we offer is to distribute clothing for adults and school accessories for children. In addition, we celebrate with destitute people the major holidays such as New Year, Children's Day, Women's Day, and a couple of special Mongolian holidays. We do this by not only providing them with food, but more importantly, we treat them as our family members. Our staff, projects manager, cook, 3 guards and a cleaner, see these unkempt people as humans having a desperate life who are in need of much aid. Thus, we're extremely grateful for such huge support from our generous benefactors, without whom we could not accomplish the above activities. Especially this year, we have been able to improve the project's building, installing proper insulation of the roof and new warm doors. The dining room, health clinic room, corridors, walls and ceilings were repainted after 14 years. Therefore, our shelter is now even warmer and a nicer place during the winter. We grew many more vegetables this year, and in cooperation with the state social workers, we distributed many items of clothing and school bags together with the necessary stationery. At the conclusion of September 2017, we had served 8,175 meals and provided medical support to approximately 162 people during the last 3 months. We're very happy to continue our activities in helping the vulnerable Mongolian people. For this, we need and kindly request your continuing assistance. We are planning to take steps to be self-sustainable in the near future by creating a tourist camp and a retreat centre on our land. This, of course, will require careful planning and time to accomplish. We are requesting everyone who is touched by this story to please make a contribution to our humanitarian mission.